question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. I missed y'all yesterday. I had a lot of things going on. But we here, baby. We're going to have a conversation. It's not a joke. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. And I don't think that a lot of I think a lot of people, they really don't understand, or they just don't care about the sport enough to fix it, because they're too worried about personal vendettas that they have created in their mind with other outlets, whether it be Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. A lot of you fools are so concerned about winning an internet argument rather than fixing the problem, because you enjoy the problem. You enjoy it. It gives you life. You see, I don't like what's going on. I'd rather it be fixed. But if it was fixed, it'd be boring for a lot of you. You're like a woman, and I'm speaking from a male's perspective, because, you know, just hear me out. When you don't argue with a woman, fellas, y'all ever been with a woman and you just say, fine, babe, okay, I don't argue. They have nothing else better to do. Every fight they've tried to pick is failed. It's like they have nothing else to do. It's like arguing gives them purpose in life. Here's the thing. Arguing back and forth is something I really don't like doing. That's why I don't do debates and shit like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I just want to talk about upcoming fights and who wins and things of that nature. That's the history, boxing history. I'm always open to listening and learning something new. Who wins this fight? Who wins that fight? And why? I like those conversations. But it gets nasty out here. It really does. And it's deeper than these fighters. You see these people I have in this picture? It's these mofos. It's them. And there's a few people I couldn't fit on here. But we're gonna talk about it. You see their face? While you run the social media and scream and holler and fuss, this is how they look behind the scenes. They don't care. I saw Mauricio Sillyman in Vegas. I was sitting right next to Rachel Donaire. And he came and he might have had on that pinstripe suit that he got on right there. He shook her hand and looked me right in the face. He shook his head. I just stared at him. Please get away from me. You're stinking up the joint. I don't want your corrupt breath around me. Get the F away from me. Idiot. These are the faces of boxing. These are the people ruining the sport. Let's do this roll call. G McCall, Queen, DJ 7 for Life, Black Vision, Black Alpha, Steve Elder, Mac, King Vonnie, Razor, Sam Mack, Ring Dragon, 88 Sports Talk, Stormy, ES, Tim TV, Bob, Rod Neal, Marcus Walls, Acondo, Gerard Harlem in the building, O'Malley Law, Mr. Shelton, what up? Night Train, Grown Man Boxing, Eric J, Kevin Dunbar, Main Biker, The Village Brother, Boxing Matches with my brother D Free, salute. Tay, what's going on? Yeah, I forgot I had this damn thing set to 10 o'clock. I meant 9:30. My bad. Marlon Mobley, what up? Silvestri, Derek Gaines. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. So who do you trust? I got 5 people on here. Who do you trust? Shogun, what up? Who do you trust? Tell me. Who do you trust? You trust those mofos? I don't. Mo Boxing, what's good? Shade Girl, what's going on? You know, I was just watching the Zone Helenius and AJ thing. I was watching some of it. AJ's calm and he's smiling and talking, and Robert's calm and he's smiling and he's talking. I got a premiere coming up. It's set for, I think, 12:30. Is it 12:30? Let me see. I have it set for 12:30. Yeah, 12:30. Do y'all know, first of all, where the hell are the AJ fans? I've been calling you mofos out. Abel, what's good? I've been calling you mofos out for a reason. Hold on, I'm sorry. I've been calling you mofo because I got questions, man. I got questions. First of all, where's AJ's support? And that's crazy because Dara, what up? I seen them in the chat with blue hearts, and I'm looking at the names. I'm like, I don't recognize not a. But where y'all at? Listen, the joke's over. The joke's over. But we're trying to get the Deontay versus AJ in December. Why y'all not talking? Y'all disappeared after Andy Ruiz went upside your head. Y'all ain't even come back after y'all beat him when he was 400 pounds. Y'all ain't even do that. Asante, what up? I've been asking because, you know what? This might sound funny. I'm concerned. Razor, we gonna get to it, good brother. Hell yeah. I'm concerned. And that's right, Mo. That I didn't even know that Robert Helenius fought last week. No, like on the 5th. He fought on the 5th. He's already warm. He apparently didn't take any damage. He TKO'd dude. I don't know what round it was. But apparently he took no damage. And he's rocking and rolling a few days later into an AJ fight. AJ trained to fight Dillian Whyte, not Robert frickin' Helenius. AJ fans, hello? Is history about to repeat itself? Isn't that not what happened to Andy Ruiz? With Andy Ruiz? So here y'all go again with this. Y'all should be protesting this like, whoa, no! Don't let the first round knockout with Deontay fool you. It's been a year already. And he just had a TKO win, what, a 3rd round win? He didn't take any damage, apparently. He looked fine to me. I think his nose was a little crooked, but you know, that's the game. They sent a private jet to get him? Okay. What happens if he goes in there and whoops AJ's ass? I read the chat over there. And I'm sorry, when I read those chats and it's the zone and it's in the UK, I hear it. Edgar, what up? I hear it in a shitty British accent. Oh my God, he's fighting Helenius. Helenius, oh my God. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Leading up to Ruiz, he was a fat boy and oh my God, this is gonna be over in a couple of rounds. I could have went to that fight. I said, I decided to work overtime that day. And then my phone was blowing up. Thomas, my brother Thomas hit me up like, yo, AJ got dropped like 40 times. I said, huh? What are you talking? Stop trolling, man. No. Charles, what up? He was like, yo, nah, he dropped him. Ace Status, Silvestri, what up? I was like, what the hell happened there? And then my guy who since passed, God rest his soul, when I spoke to him, he told me, yo, your man ain't look right backstage. I said, whoa, what? He didn't what? But don't worry, me and Stormy already spoke up on behalf of him. Y'all missed it though. Pensacola Runner, what up? Y'all missed it. Y'all missed it. This is what I'm saying. Motherfuckers ran to that live that me and Stormy did. You know what they said? Oh, no, you want to talk about AJ being cheated after Deontay lost to Fury a second time? You see, you dumbasses. That was the point. That was the time back then where you should have said, hold up. Something was wrong. When AJ's in the corner, wincing. Y'all remember when Ali was wincing? When he fought Sonny Liston, he was like, dance, kid. Y'all remember that? There's movies about it. There's documentaries about it. Y'all remember Ali in the corner like this? He had some shit in his eyes. I saw AJ like this. Why do I feel this way? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Cheers. Xavier, what up? What you just said? He is? He is? Send me the article, bro. He's calling for an investigation? I don't know. Okay, what's weird about that is he oh, you did send me the link. That's what that was. I ain't open it. Okay, I'll speak on that. He was nowhere near that fight. He had nothing. Isn't that weird? Abel Sanchez is calling for an investigation versus. Okay, but I guess Abel's LDBC now, right? Look, man, I'm not saying shit. I pointed out certain things that people sent me, and I pointed it out because I have a platform to get. Look, that was my way of letting everyone know I got your emails, and I'm putting it out there so y'all could think. I'm not saying anything, but Abel's calling for an investigation. And does he have a vested interest in anything? I don't know. But maybe Abel's a little messed up because he had his guy Triple G in there against a drug cheat. Very strange stuff. Sure will, my brother. Oh yeah, and then there's that. What? What?
What?
Hey, man. You see where we're going with this? You see how the show is taking this turn? Now, while we're talking about that, think about this. There you go. Woke, what up? Let's stay focused. Boss Red, Mr. Shelton, KG, what up? Let's stay focused. Let's stay focused. Let's stay focused. These men put who they want in charge. Look at these demons. Who do you trust? I wanted to strangle Silly Man when he walked up on us. Seriously. I had a burst of adrenaline right here. And I said, this mother... Don't say hello to me. The gloves are in Sugar Hill's house. You still haven't got them. And speaking of which, guess who walks up and sits next to us? Sugar fucking Hill. Right there in Vegas. No cap. Go up to Nonito's suite. We're having a celebration. Who walks through the front door? Sugar Hill. It's like I couldn't get away from the bullshit. It was around me. I was like, man, this is crazy. Or is it? All of this that I'm talking about, Dillian Whyte, Jarrell Miller, Oscar Valpez, they exist in a system that allows it. Ice-T or whatever, T is why he popped dirty. And they left it there. Slap on the wrist, they left it there. Reese or Silly Man, when it was time for Jamal to fight Canelo, a franchise status popped up, and the fight never happened. And the industry that protected Canelo, along with the stupid-ass fan base, allowed that to exist. That's what y'all did. The focus should have been off Canelo. Once he did that and accepted it, he's pussy. So I'm good with that. But never mind that. We should have all went to Silly Man and said, what is this? What are you doing? Why'd you do that? Every day, we should have been in his email, on his Twitter. You are pussy. Why are you allowing this? We should accuse him of everything. Being a pussy, a racist, and everything else. Every day, he should have been bombarded. We just tossed it up for boxing. He went on to fight Liam's and Caleb's and then went up to fight Bivens, and now he ends up on the goddamn PBC roster. Now he's fighting the 154 Charlo, and then he's going to fight Jamal Charlo, who's been out of the ring for 2 goddamn years and has a mental collapse. Now he's ready to fight him. No sign of Andre and Benavidez. Anyone? What happened there? But you know what? If we had sanctioning bodies and we had managers and promoters that said, hold on, you're not fighting the best, man. And if you're not going to do that, you got to come up off our straps. Because you cannot represent us like that. But you know why they don't care? Because they see value in the asses that he put in the seat. And who are the asses? All right? That goes into the seats or purchase pay-per-views. The asses are us. The donkeys. Donkey. Like from Shrek. Donkey. That's supposed to be us. Donkey. We're the asses. How strong is Canelo's fan base really if we hold our fucking pocket money? If we hold it and say, yeah, fuck that. We hold votes. We argue Democrats, Republicans, Independents. We hate Trump. We hate Obama. But you'll buy a fucking Canelo pay-per-view. It's a little too real for you? Log off. Fuck you. Focus. These fighters are doing shit. Demon, what up? Shade Girl. These fighters are doing weird stuff. Hold your money. Content creators, stop talking. Point out the violation and stop talking about it. But I'm sorry, that content is just too good for you. You see, I love this sport a little too much. But it's funny how when I point out the violation, I'll have several people making response videos to something that I said. It's my opinion. If you don't like what the fuck I said, fine. Where responding to me isn't fixing the issue. If you don't see an issue, then what are we talking about here? I said that there's corruption all in this sport in plain sight. What's a bigger issue? Drew Titan's response to the corruption in boxing or Daniel goddamn Kinahan? What are we talking about? MJ Total Health and Wellness, what up? Clarence McLean, what up? 88 Sports Talk, Daniel Mitchell. I don't understand. What am I missing? What am I missing? I'm nothing. I'm a guy from the Bronx who loves the sport a little too much, and the sport don't love me. I didn't do it. I'm not running guns and drugs. I didn't produce an event that had a weigh-in that got shot the fuck up. A weigh-in never even got shot up over here in America. I don't recall. Or what, a fight broke out at a Clarissa Shields weigh-in? So what? A weigh-in got shot up. Where did that happen? In Dublin somewhere? I don't know. It wasn't here. You would think it had happened here by now, right? This is America, the Wild Wild West. Everybody got a gun. Did you see that video? Cats walked up in there with what was those, AR-15s? No. Those are like military issue guns, and they Swiss cheesed everything. These are the people involved in boxing, y'all. Bill D, what up? These are the people involved in boxing. That was the reason Ard Hostage moaning. What up? He says, will Robert Helenius upset AJ, or will he go down faster than Deontay Wilder put his lights out in the round? Kinahan still standing, but walls are closing in. Salute. This is stuff I'm talking about. Tay Jones in the building. This is the stuff I'm talking about. These are the people involved in boxing. Do y'all understand? I played that clip with Bud in the ocean talking about, where you at, Earl? Do y'all understand what the purpose was of that video? Did y'all watch it until the end? He was down there in Dubai talking with Daniel Kinahan. I was like, no, Bud, no. Don't do that. Not him. When he took that picture with Fury? No, man. And now, guess what? Let me tell you what the result of that is. He went down there just to have a conversation to talk business with Daniel Kinahan. In my mind, I'm like, you know what? The cats around him should have done research enough to know who the fuck Daniel Kinahan is, even if it's alleged. I don't think he should have went down there trying to secure any bags because of who Daniel Kinahan is. All this talk about Al Heyman and what a bad dude he is, he down there with fucking Daniel Kinahan. Then he's shaking hands with Tyson Fury, one of Daniel's best friends. And let me tell you what the result of that is. Leading up to what Xavier just said about Abel Sanchez, now I get pictures of Bud Crawford in the Errol Spence fight with his glove wide open like this. And Errol in there looking drunk. Now, I'm not saying nothing happened. I'm not saying something happened. I'm saying It's that type of thing that make people's wheels turn, saying, could it be? Had Butter never went down there, people wouldn't be trying to connect those dots. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying Butter's guilty of anything. I'm saying it gets people's wheels turning. It makes them wonder, like, could it be? Why is his gloves open like that? Looking like Fury's glove in the second Wilder fight. Wait a minute. He was down there in Dubai with Dana Kennedy, and he taking pictures with Tyson Fury. Oh shit. And then Errol walked in there looking drunk and, oh, you see, these are the emails I got. I didn't make it up. I said, oh boy. Wow. Oh man. Man. But boxing is so corrupt that anything's possible. Makes you think, don't it? Hen Dog, what up? Makes you think. If you saw a picture of wait a minute. Put the name of the clown in the chat, because I don't want to say his name. Put the name of the clown in the chat that allegedly committed suicide when they found out he was trafficking those girls, and half of Hollywood was in that book. I think even, who was it? Was Frank Warren in that book? Or Barry Hearn in that book? Put the name of that fool that allegedly committed suicide. I think they offed him. Be easy, what up? There you go. There you go. There you go. That guy. Now, put the name of the chick. Jay Watts, what's good? Shamar, what up? Put the name of the chick that had that list. What was her name? Oh yeah, Shay Girl. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Anthony, what up? Jim Diamond, what's good? And Pete.
What the fuck?
Salute. Eric J, what up? Yeah. There we go. Isn't there a whole list that these mofos got that they were doing business with? Where's the list? I said, where's the list? Now watch this. What if your favorite boxing promoter, because people have favorite boxing promoters, right? I mean, they rip us. Oh, you only like Al Heyman because he's black. Nah, I'll defend him when I feel that y'all are attacking him for reasons outside of boxing. I'll defend him. For example, I'll never let Dick Glasser attack Al Heyman because I know it's coming from a different place in his heart. But is Al Heyman's hands clean? I don't think so. But you're not going to attack him because it's coming from a different place in your heart. I'm not going to let you do it. Okay. So now, there's a list of people they worked with. Some of your favorite Hollywood actors, singers, politicians, all that great stuff. Epstein, you know, he hung himself. Jamel, what up? That's right, Jamel. Cameras everywhere. He committed suicide. Okay. All right, cool. That's the story y'all want to put out. Stick to it. That's cool. Okay. And this fool, you know, what's this other bitch name? Gasoline Maxwell. Yo. Hey, man. That dude's on the list. You see them over there in the upper left-hand side? He on the list. He's on the list. Now, if you are on that list and you're questioned about it, Copper, what up? And you say, I didn't know they were into that. I just went to these parties, you know, it's high class, you make connections, and then I went home. I didn't know he was doing all of that. It's like, okay, we can't prove it, but aren't you going to be looking at him like, I don't know. You did know him for about 10 years. I don't know. Let me dumb it down for y'all. Let's say you grew up with somebody, right? You grew up with somebody, right? And then out of nowhere, this may or may not have happened to me. Benjamin, what up? Out of nowhere, you're legitimately going to work. And on the way to work, Melvin, what up? DTs pull up on the corner as you're walking to your car. You're going to work. Jelly Bean, what up? DTs pull up on the wrong way side of the street. You're like, what the fuck? And they jump out and they call you by your full government name. You got to come with us. And you know I ain't do shit. And when they come up like that, it's not a request. It's like an order. You got to come with us. Especially since at the time for who I worked for. You get in the car, I'm like, yo, you know I got to be to work literally in an hour. Don't worry about that. That's already covered, meaning they already spoke to my bosses. Where are we going? We got to conduct the interview. Get down to the location. Look, man, we already know. You get there. The people who represent you, you know, your union and things of that nature, they represent you. Now that the person's sitting there, they're looking at you. You walk into a room, everyone's looking at you like. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Eric Jordan, what up? What happened? Sit down. Not gonna ask you if you know so-and-so, but you know, we know you've known him for over 25 years. Yeah. We know you was just with him playing ball at such and such park. You know, we've been monitoring the park all summer long. What? Yeah. Did you know he was running guns and drugs up and down from here to Miami? What? 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 No! You follow him, I know you follow me.
What the fuck?
Wait a minute. I'm looking at pictures and it looked something out of a movie. Black and white pictures of me and him sitting there laughing. I'm like, whoa! Known the nigga since high school. Played ball with him. This may or may not be a true story. I could be bullshitting. But I said, look, I could have said, you know, look, y'all make it do what you do. Because if he's doing all of this, he didn't tell all of us, he obviously don't give a shit about us. But if you're asking me if I know anything, I don't. Because I damn sure ain't know this. He did what? He's responsible for what? Excuse me? I ain't got nothing. You might as well go ahead and drop me to work, man, because I don't know what the fuck. I ain't got nothing to do with this. I promise you. You never cared to ask him what he did for a living? No! He's going along to get along. We assume he's okay. He's not looking homeless. He ain't burnt out on drugs. Allegedly, he was selling them. And I hope I was helpful. You ain't got me doing shit. I'm good. I ain't been that mad. Lance, what up? I ain't been that mad in a long time because I'm like, you know what? You're lucky it was the police asking me questions, because you know what you don't want? You don't want to be playing ball and his rivals come up and start spraying up the goddamn courts. Because if you survive that, you're like, who the fuck was that meant for? What the fuck? Who's into what? If you're into something, why are you hanging around cats you grew up with? If you're into something crazy, that means he don't fucking respect you. And that's disrespectful. So did I snitch? No, I didn't know what the fuck. All I said was, I don't know nothing about this. And I didn't. I don't know nothing about this. But make no mistake about it. I went in my phone, allegedly, delete. Y'all do what y'all do. Fuck him. Nigga, you's a millionaire off of bullshit. That means every time we went out for drinks, you could have bought the whole bar, asshole. Jerk. You fucking jerk. Rather the ops get you than his rivals, because his rivals ain't coming to talk. They just shooting everything. That's how people get caught out there in some nonsense. You out there playing ball, you shooting a jump shot, then the top of your head fly off. It was meant for him. You're like, why did they do that? What happened? And he's sitting there. Get out of here. Newt, what up? Darnell, what up? No. I said, y'all do what y'all do. Jizzle, what up? And they got his ass. That was the end of that. Fed up D, pet pack in the house. Unscripted virtuoso, salute. No. Allegedly, I haven't seen or spoken to him since. He's way off the street. He's off the grid. F you. 20, 30 years, I see him, I'm like, yo, man, don't even speak to me, dude. You ain't tell me you ain't tell none of us you was into that. We out here playing ball like everything's good. Joy of boxing, what up? Get out of here, man. Fuck away from me. That's not your friend. That's not your friend. There's no code. When I was coming up, and just to digress on that for a minute, for the kids, when we were kids that were fascinated with the dudes that were into illegal activities, when the kids were trying to go around them to get acclimated, the OGs was like, get away. I see your mom and dad going to work every day. You don't want to do what I'm doing. Get the fuck out of here. Smack him in the back of the head. Get out of here. That's what the OGs did to the kids my age at that time that were fascinated with that shit. You don't need to do it. Get out of here. I'm doing it for my own reasons. Get out of here. When we got a little older, some of the cats that chose to get involved in that, when they were about to get into something, you know what they literally say? Yo, pardon me, man. I'm about to yo, y'all might want to clear the block. I'm about to go get into something, and or I did something, and and we were like, oh, all right, we cleared the block. Ain't gonna ask them why. Well, I live here. What the fuck? I ain't moving. No. You did what? Thank you for telling me. and leave. You can't debate that. When the enemy come, yo, man, listen, this is our block. You can't. Bat! Get out of here. Exactly, MXC. Go to hell upstairs. No. Once it's like that, I ain't trying to. No. That's why Nintendo was invented. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, B. DeMar, you just got here? DeMar, you just got here? I can tell you just got here. A1 Who's on, salute. Somebody let DeMar know what I just said about Al Heyman, because I know you just got here. I also said there's not enough room for me to put enough pictures up there. So DeMar, you just got here. You just got here. I was just talking about Al Heyman about maybe 5 minutes ago. So sit back and relax and pay attention. Check the temperature of the room before you comment. Nobody's innocent. Dr. Mark, salute. So we got Dillian Whyte situation that sparked this event, got AJ fighting the unknown again. I've been asking, Jermaine, what up? I've been asking where the AJ fans at, and I have a premiere coming up at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. And I want you guys to understand, if AJ loses this fight, he done messed up the bag. If this is a harder fight than expected, he just ruined the bag. You guys understand, you want AJ to win this fight. And this is no shade to AJ-Helenius. He's a swell guy, met him twice. He's a good dude. This is business though. And I need you guys to understand, if AJ loses a fight, peep the domino effect. If AJ loses this fight, a couple of things are gonna happen. Number one, it's gonna take off of the AJ versus Deontay fight that's supposed to be in Saudi before the year's out. That's number one. Number two, how does that make Derrick James look? So we got a bunch of things going on here. We got a bunch of things going on here. And the issue is, why are people like Dillian Whyte allowed to exist? Sample. It's all right, DeMar. Four times. This dude popped 4 times in his career. 4. Why is he still allowed to fight? The same machine that allows Dillian Whyte to exist is the same machine that allowed Alexander Povetkin to exist. Y'all need a refresher? I'll give you a refresher. Who the fuck? Here's listen. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you, brother. Okay, I got you, brother. I was like, yo, who the fuck? I got you. And let me just throw this up there. Let me just throw that up there. Now, y'all know all the hostas know. Read that. If y'all think, I was watching Stamina for Sale with Tunde and Spencer Fearon. Joe the Beast, what up? And they're sick of it with this Dillian Whyte stuff. They're sick of it. So I'm glad to see that there are people in the UK that are just sick of it. But if you think for 2 seconds that Dillian Whyte's career is over, you're mistaken. This is going to go away. and he's gonna balloon up to like 800 pounds. He's gonna fight another Hamanaga to get back in the win column, and he's gonna be online and screaming about fighting Deontay and all kinds of weird stuff. It's gonna happen. He's not gonna go away, y'all. He's not gonna go away. Snacks B, what's good? But I need you to focus. These fighters doing things like this are allowed to exist because of the machine of boxing. Drug cheats, glove cheats, franchise statuses, the manipulation of rankings, the snatching of belts. We see this time and time and time again. Now, nobody cares that they're going to snatch Devin Haney's belt. Nobody cares that they're going to snatch Jamel's belt as soon as the bell rings when he fights Canelo. Nobody cares because a lot of people hate Jamel. But when you ask them to stand on principle, what can they tell you? Think about what I just said as I read the super chat. Much love and appreciation to my brother 88 Sports Talk. He says Otto Violin promoter was trying to be the last minute replacement, but AJ ain't gonna choose Violin. That would not go well for AJ. Is that real? That's for real? They tried to get Otto Violin? That wouldn't have been that wouldn't have been good. Hey, speaking of Otto Violin, wasn't he supposed to fight Dillian Whyte? And then Dillian Whyte pulled out with an injury and then ended up fighting Tyson Fury? You see, not enough noise was made about that. We spoke on it. Remember? We spoke on it. It was like, yo, he got an injury. Man, Otto Violin was about to whoop Dillian's ass all around that goddamn ring. And then when he healed up, a Fury fight pops up. Coincidence? I don't think so. These sanctioning bodies do what they want to do. Y'all want another example? And I know I'm jumping around. Mansa Musa, what up? What the hell did they do to Guillermo Rigondeaux? Y'all remember what happened? DeMar, let me get to that. I'm working up to that. Let me get to that. You can just chill for a minute. Let me get to that. Rigo was frozen out. Y'all remember that? He was frozen out. The worst thing he ever did in his career was beat Nonito. And salute to the Donaires, that's family. His best win was his worst L, because HBO was like, oh my God, that was not supposed to happen. So you think you're on top of the world. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Let me put this up here. Because this is what I'm talking about with speculation. But because of the atmosphere of boxing, you have to ask these questions. Because of the atmosphere of boxing, you have to ask these questions. And if boxing was on point, we wouldn't be talking about things like this. Okay? So I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to get to it, DeMar. I'm going to get to it. Because you have to ask these questions. It makes you like, You don't want to go there, but wait a minute. Could it be? Now, back to Rigo. He beats Donaire. And y'all remember, HBO Manny Pacquiao was on top of the world. There was a Filipino audience that came in. It was very lucrative. Manny was doing a good thing, and Donaire was right there. Oh my God. I gotta call Nonito because Nonito, oh man. Yo, BFTB, are you listening? If you ain't, just say something in the chat if you are. Because Nonito told us some shit that weekend and our jaws dropped like, wait a minute. Come to think of it, and I don't know if I don't know if what he told us is meant for y'all to hear. That's what I'm saying. But when he told us that, me and BF was like, wait a minute, what? It was crazy. I said, you know something? Back then I was asking the same question, but I ain't think much of it. But I'll say this. I trust Nonito. And Manny Pacquiao's a sucker, man. He's a sucker. He is a sucker. And all these people that harbor these feelings towards Floyd about how Floyd treats black fighters and everything else, it's all justified. It's all justified. I was listening to BF yesterday. He broke it down perfectly. But I'm going to tell you this. Manny Pacquiao is no better. I'm telling you. He's no better. And I'll just say that. I'll just say that. The boxers are puppets, and they don't like when boxers reach a point where they don't need their belts. They don't like a point where they don't need their belts, and they have a fan base that loves them unconditionally. Who does that sound like? That sounds like Deontay, right? When they're unapologetic and everything else, they don't like that. They're like, you know what? This guy's too powerful. They're paying more attention to this fighter than they are about the belts that he carries around his waist. Thank you, Fresh. I appreciate that. So when it gets like that, the powers that be step in and they humble the fighter. They never did that to Floyd. They never could. Floyd and Al Heyman orchestrated a system where he didn't have to leave Las Vegas. Every time Floyd fought, he generated, the weekends he fought, billions in Las Vegas generated. Billions. And Felix, what up? And I think Floyd cut a deal. Y'all remember and I know I'm jumping around here, but I have to point this out because it's true. Y'all remember when Floyd had a vote? Who you want to see me fight next? Maidana or Amir Khan? Amir Khan won that poll. You remember that? But who did he fight? Who was his mandatory at that time? Wasn't it Keith Thurman? He never did it. Fight number 49, he gave us Andre Berto, wasn't it? Didn't he give us Andre Berto? Then he gave us Conor McGregor. I'm like, Now, on one hand, you support Floyd because the brother was attacked by a lot of racism. But on the other hand, you're like, bro, you were supposed to fight Keith Thurman, man. He didn't do it, and he got away with it. So when you talk about accountability, how's that? But he's allowed to exist in the system when no one held him accountable. But if you held Floyd accountable, you got attacked. You was called all kinds of coons and sellouts and shit. And if you look at Floyd's resume, you look at the few things that he has done, who's really the coon and the sellout? When we're trying to protest a certain brand, he went to the brand and purchased thousands of dollars worth of that brand. Remember that? So who's really the coon and the sellout? Makes you wonder, right? Now, are we still talking about boxing or what? What's happening? What's happening? Makes you wonder, right? Eric Jordan in that super chat, he said, corruption at its finest, man. Salute you, good brother. I put it up on the screen, but I want to leave DeMar's comment up here because there's a couple of things I want to address. And this Rampage, salute, DOG, what up? If I miss you in the chat, know that I love you. This is what I'm saying, whether you agree with DeMar James or not. 1 second. One second, y'all. 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, now look. Now look. I just told you that I got a bunch of emails about the L. Spence Bud Crawford. And I'm not saying that there was foul play, but I'm saying I understand where the looks come from because of the atmosphere of boxing in its current state. I understand. I'm not saying that there's something happening. I'm not saying that something happened. I'm saying that I understand where it comes from. Now, read what DeMar said. He said, Adrian Broner, Erickson Lubin, Deontay Wilder, not Errol Spence. I had love for Al Heyman, went around defending that man. Now it's getting real weird, which means he's looking at Al side-eyed. Now, let me say this. What he's saying is justified. Erickson Lubin's face when he fought Fundora, I never seen Erickson Lubin's face get bust up like that. He took a lot of shots, but goddamn. And again, I have conversations with people and people tell me things in confidence. But I'll just say this. A conversation was had, Lubin had a conversation with somebody. Straight up and down. And I was told that Lubison believes that his gloves was loaded. But the reason why he's not pursuing it is for the obvious reasons. You're making excuses. Just like, what's the point? What's the point? Why say anything? What's the point? But I'm asking you. You ever seen Lubin? I've never seen Lubin's face up like that, and I've never seen Fundora bust anyone's face up like that. And he fought the same way. So I'm just saying, Adrian Broner, in the first Maidana, well, the only Maidana fight, and Adrian Broner has a beard. When he hit Adrian went somewhere like, oh, what the fuck was that? You ever hit anybody like that? And then the only reason why we went back to that fight is because when he tried to fight Floyd, the gloves came out the pack. He said, ain't no padding in these fucking gloves. As soon as he said that, I said, oh, shit. I think he cheated AB. Deontay Wilder, do we have to go through that? All of these things were met with resistance. Now, the Errol Spence situation. One thing we all can agree on is that everyone said, yo, listen, did that look like Errol in the ring? Everyone said no. No? Okay. Bud whooped his ass. I'm good. But did that look like Errol in the ring? Everyone said no. My boy was sitting right next to me. He says, Errol don't look right. When he walked in the building, we looked at the Jumbotron. He said, he don't look right. He said that. I'm looking. I said, uh-huh. I said, uh-oh. When he walked in the arena like this, I said, uh-oh. I didn't say anything. I was quiet. I said, Vegas. Vegas. That's all I kept saying. Vegas. He comes out in the ring walk. I'm like, oh, fuck, man. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Round 1, deadlock. Round 2, he's getting knocked down with jabs. I'm like, all right. All right, here we go. And one thing everyone can say, Bud fans, Errol fans, Errol ain't look right. When he was leaving the arena, I had Bud fans saying, I didn't know it was going to be that easy. I thought Errol was going to turn up. He ain't look right. That's what I heard leaving the T-Mobile. He ain't look right. He ain't look right. I'll take it, but he ain't look right. Leaving the arena. Vegas, baby. Now, had the Lubin and the Wilder and the Broner shit didn't happen, this wouldn't even be a conversation, but people sent me things like this. And gloves being wide open. Remember the other day I asked, I said, Marco, what up? Remember, oh yeah, Tay. Remember when I asked, Ed, what up? Can Everlast gloves open like that? Remember I asked because I didn't know? What did the majority of people say? No. I think Xavier said some of them can't open it. Look, I don't know. I'm asking because I don't know. I got people sending the comparison pictures of Fury's glove being open like that and Bud's glove being open like that. I'm like, look, man. Look, it comes across my desk. But here's my point. Had none of that shit ever happened, if they nipped it at the bud, pun intended, and took this corruption seriously, maybe we wouldn't be so skeptical about everything. So I'm not going to cut DeMar James down for saying what he said. Because what do I say? Look, man, everyone's suspect because what happened to Deontay happened on the PBC's watch. Make sense? And then I got people in the email and in the DM. Yo, remember wasn't he in Dubai with Tyson Fury? Dealing with Kenahan? So Drew, is it not possible? He must have learned something from. I'm like, man, I don't know, but I understand where all of this is coming from. Do you get what I'm saying? I understand. I'm not saying he is, but I understand why people are like, wait a minute. Errol looked fucked up. He's getting knocked all around the ring. He didn't win one fucking round. He looked high, and then Bud's gloves look crazy. What the fuck? Hold on a minute. It was a little too easy. I'm just saying, I understand where everyone's skepticism comes from. I understand it. But this is what boxing has done. That's my point. I'm not saying Bud is a cheater. I'm saying that this is where it comes from. Now, what I'm saying is, now look. Look at where we at now. Art Hauser says, if this was ever truly investigated, there would be hundreds of fights, results overturned, boxing would collapse. And I believe that. I believe that. I believe that. Anthony, what up? I believe that wholeheartedly, man. Everyone is saying EJ got hit with the Wilder effect. Everyone's saying that. Hey, AJ fans, if you missed it, me and Stormy, when it happened, we actually did a live stream. It's on my page. Based off of what I was told in the results of the Ruiz fight, I believe AJ was poisoned in New York. Watch the goddamn fight. True Boxing Night, salute. Watch the fight. Watch the fight. You've never seen AJ look like that prior to that moment. In his corner. Why do I feel this way? Yeah, what did you drink? Did you have some Gatorade? Did you have some, what you thought was unopened bottle of Dasani water? Huh? What did you eat? Mark Breland, I never gave that boy any water. Wilder Fury 3. Big old fucking video of him giving Deontay Dasani water. Out the bottle! Was it Dasani or Poland Springs? Man. Doesn't it suck that we even have to have this type of conversation? We're on edge. We're the victims, y'all. We're the victims. This shit is giving us PTSD as supporters of the sport. Because every time we turn around, some weird shit happens, and we're like, wait a minute, could it be? Could it be? Could it be? Listen, Bud won, I'm good. But a day later, my DMs, my emails, and pictures, and I'm like, fuck, man. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. But I understand where the PTSD comes from. Look at this fucking sport. You want me to switch gears and not make it such a black thing? Because all of this happens to black fighters. Can someone explain to me why Josh Taylor was not undisputed? Wasn't that the business that did that shit to him? He won undisputed, fair and square in the ring. Then they started taking titles from him. Why did they do that? Why'd they do that? Wasn't he on a no-fly list for a little while? Why was he on that goddamn list? Why does Clarissa Shields have to go back overseas to fight a bitch she beat already? Can anybody explain this to me? Can anyone? What? Oh, I'll discuss that tomorrow, Jonathan. Regis is, he's just talking, and I don't think the people that are handling this business are keeping him, up to speed. TC, what up? I don't think they're keeping him up to speed. If they are, he's just talking, He's just talking. I think he's out of the loop as far as business is concerned. Picasso, what up? Clarissa Shields, hello? Has anybody in her camp informed her? Do y'all remember? Wasn't it, what fight was it? Where Clarissa said she was supposed to have a face-off with Savannah Marshall. Y'all remember that? She was supposed to have a face-off. And she said, yeah, she ain't even come over here. I guess she was scared. No, boo-boo. Clarissa, baby, listen. I went on that live stream. I said, no, Clarissa, and I put it in caps. And her shit was moving fast, so she didn't see it. Or she ignored it. Whatever. I said, no, baby. She's not allowed on American soil. I said it like 3 fucking times. And nobody followed up with it. She put up a post on Instagram. I said the same thing in caps. So I told her. And I know she gets a lot of like responses and, people don't, I get it. But somebody in her camp, I know someone has told her. They had to. If they didn't tell her, they're failing her. Because if she keeps showing up over there, they're gonna get her. They're gonna get her. There's a reason why we didn't want our sister over there. We didn't want over there. She's undisputed. Why the fuck does she have to travel? Why? Because the bitch can't, because Savannah can't travel here. She can't travel here. She's on a no-fly list. Why? Daniel Kinahan. That's just, and has ESPN spoken about it? All of these fucking guys at some point have worked with that dude. You remember what Mauricio Silly Man told us? 1 second, y'all. God damn it. What that nigga say? Oh, that's just unfortunate. That's just unfortunate. You see, I let him stick around because I just thought he was an ignorant, youngster. But you're a dicky douche. What's that little nigga name? Miami J Kid. What I'm talking about, you see, Terrence, what up? What I'm talking about, Miami J Kid, now that you're blocked into the oblivion, the bar, what up? What I'm talking about is an atmosphere of boxing that allows bullshit to exist. And you're in your feelings because now you have a personal gripe against me and something that I said. You didn't hear shit I said, but me saying I understand the skepticism behind the Bud and Errol outcome. You didn't hear shit else. JT, man, what up? You didn't hear shit else. I'm talking about the corruption being so bad in boxing that it allows bullshit to exist that people don't know what they're looking at. They're not sure. What do you think this picture means? What's that in the middle? Y'all know what that is in the middle? That face in the middle? Do y'all know what that is? Where my nerds at? What is that in the middle? In the middle, the dead center. What is that in the middle? That is a scroll. That is a scroll. In the comic books, you know what they do? You'll be walking to work one day, and they will kidnap your ass, take all your fucking mental, and turn into you. And you'll be locked away somewhere, and this motherfucker will just be living your life. Living your life. You'll go home, he'll be banging your wife and everything else. And you'll be in a cell somewhere like this. And they'll turn into you. Is this boxing? Or did gangsters just take it over? Is everybody on the take? Is this for real? Is this for real? Boxing is so messed up and corrupt right now, you don't know what's real and what's not. You still got niggas talking about Helenius took a dive against Deontay. Listen, I would never let Deontay hit me in the face. Flush. You give me a couple of million, it's gonna have to be a couple of million. To fight Deontay, I'm gonna try not to get hit, and I'm gonna try and get him. But you can't pay me to take that punch. I was there. Get the fuck out of here, B. Dive? No. No. G says all sports fake. And you know something? I would have disagreed maybe 2 years ago, but no. Everything is suspect. I saw some bullshit where they got magnets inside of an NBA ball. Y'all remember? Y'all remember the steroid crisis in baseball and the corked bats? Who's this motherfucker that won all the cyclist? What's his name? He won all of those cycles. What was his name? He had a Nike deal and all that. What was his name? Then it came out, he got like one ball. Lance Armstrong. After he done won all of those races, he comes out, yeah, I was dirty. Can you imagine being the motherfucker that came in second place all of that time and you've been clean? Can you imagine that? Like, yo, what the fuck? I knew there was something wrong with him. Everybody tired and he sped up. Who came in second and third all of those years? I wouldn't even be trolling him. I'd be calling this house, yo, you motherfucking cheating, yo, I'm gonna come to America, I'm gonna beat the shit out you. Huh? The Balco situation. Yeah, JT saw that shit with the magnets in the ball. I'm not making that up. I was like, what the hell? Y'all ever been in the courts and y'all threw the ball up and it lands dead between the rim and the backboard? That can happen, but there was one NBA game that shit happened like 3 times. The way that happens, Xavier, I can't even deal with that. Ooh. Woo. So when G says, oh yeah, glove gate. People putting sticky shit on that, man. Listen, I stopped watching the NBA. I stopped watching T-Scott, what up? I stopped watching the NBA when they purposely started making super teams. It got completely out of control. For me, I was like, you know what? Grail, what up? I was like, I can't do this. This ain't the game. What made the game special when I watched it in the 80s and 90s is that these guys came out the draft. Their job was to bring a championship to the team that they were drafted to. And everybody wanted to beat everybody. It's like now these kids make a pregnancy pack. Y'all know what that is? Go Google it. It's like, all right, I'm gonna come into the league. I'm gonna get drafted, number 1, number 2, number 3. But I'm cool with so-and-so and so-and-so. And we agree that in 2 to 5 years, we're gonna end up in the city of our choice. What are the hot cities? LA, Miami, New York, anywhere where the weather's good. And that's what these niggas been doing. And I can't deal with it. There's been so much corruption in football, baseball, basketball. Y'all remember what they did to the goddamn... Y'all remember what they did to the... First of all, the first year, they did it to the Blazers. Remember when the Lakers went on that ill run? Remember when Scottie Pippen went to the Blazers? That Portland team was supposed to go to the finals. But they weren't that good for business. Not Scottie Pippen and Rasheed Wallace and them niggas. No. We need the Lakers in there. We need Kobe and Shaq. And I'll be damned. But to be outdone, y'all remember what they did the next year? The Kings were clearly a better team. Do you remember what they did to the Sacramento Kings the next year? You remember that? I watched that shit. I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm not a Kings fan. But I watched it, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? They blew the whistle again? Huh? And me and my boys were sitting there watching it like, yo, hold on. Wait a minute.
What?
Oh my God. And when that shit was over, y'all remember Mike Bibby's face walking off the court? You ever told your kid to go to this room and they walk off like this? That's how Mike Bibby looked. Because he didn't want to wild out and get technical and get thrown out the. We all watched it. When it went back to the ABC studios, they were like, well, let's talk about it. And I'm like, oh shit, they saw it too. But are they allowed to talk about it? Nope. That was when I was done with the NBA. I said, I can't do this. This was so obvious. And then I remember there was a lot of Lakers fans at my job. Oh, so what? The Lakers and y'all making excuses. Y'all just want to see them lose. What did we find out some time later? The head ref was what? Donahue. And what did we find out about him? Oh, shit. Everything was substantiated. And I said, you see? Done. 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 Who do you trust? Huh? Does it make sense now? I do shit for a reason. Who do you trust? These motherfuckers is fake. A1 Hoops on in that super chat. Myself, he said, ain't no motherfucker in this world brave enough or broke enough willing to take a wilder right hand, F around, and get sent to the shadow realm twice. Yeah, I ain't doing that. You're going to have to pay me for my time. Who's going to do this live stream in the morning if I fight Deontay on a Saturday? Shit. Oh, this was good. He broke Bibby's nose. Yeah, he did. I fight Deontay on Saturday. Sunday, fucking Stormy gonna have to do the show by himself. I'll be sitting there like, wrong from that. Freaky deaky. Tay says somebody got a tricky fight this weekend. Yeah, bro. Do y'all understand AJ could fuck up the bag? And see, this is what I'm saying. And I'm talking to the AJ fans, y'all. I know it's probably beyond his control. But at this point, I would say protest, but how do you protest? How do you protest? How do you tell? I don't know how many fans. Is it sold out in the O2? How many seats do the O2 hold? How do you tell all those people to demand a refund? And say, yeah, I support Dillian Whyte and he keeps doing this to me. I'm not gonna support anything. Let me get all. What if every seat said, give me my money back, man? This guy, I came to see him. Give me my money back. Give me my money back. Mo says 20,000 seats. What if 20,000 fans said, give me my money back? I ain't fucking with this guy. Give me all my money back. All of it. All of it. What if? Yeah, Tay, Tay going nuts. Yo, the AJ fans can't say anything. And if he fuck around and lose, I'm telling you, bro, I'm not even gonna say I'm gonna be relentless. I might just turn my live on and just sit here like this for 20 minutes. Do not fuck around and lose to Robert Helenius. Don't do it. Because the domino effect is gonna be so disgusting. Mo said, Eddie said refund available. I get it, but you know, people, they don't think, they're not on the same wavelength as us. They need something to do that night. I don't know how it works in the UK. Maybe some cats took days off for work and they were looking forward to this. It's a big thing. AJ-Whyte, the rematch. You know what I'm saying? So now Martin Lewis, this kid's ghost account. You already know what to do with that. This is that kid, Miami kid. This is his ghost account. You already know what to do with that. You know, but stay on my balls, though. They're big and hairy. Stay on my balls. I don't shave my nuts. So when your mama, you know, you're not teabag her, she could floss her teeth with my long pubes. Like, I don't shave my nuts. Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, Mo, listen, I know that was a big fight in the UK. And I ain't even gonna hold you. I was looking forward to it. I didn't want AJ to take that fight. Now, let me just throw this up here real quick. This is how you know. Miami kid, when he came in here, he didn't check the temperature of the room. He didn't get what I was saying because he's so angry at my opinion. He didn't get what I was saying. I didn't call Butter Cheetah. What I was saying was I understand everyone being so reactive. Everyone is suffering from PTSD because this sport is so foul. I'm saying I understand where it comes from. I get it. It's like if you get slapped in your face, like how your dad beat you when you was growing up. And he always used his right hand. Bow, bow, bow. 15 years of that shit. You be standing at the bus stop, and when some dude stand next to you and he goes to scratch his head with his right hand, you flinch. Nigga look like, yo, what's wrong with you? Nah, man, my dad used to fuck me up with his right hand. Well, goddamn. Your boss comes up to you at work. Hey, what's up? And he goes like this with his hand. And you, hey, how you? Whoa, what was that flinch about? Yeah, my dad used to fuck me up. That's us fans now. Every time we see something that looks crazy, we got to entertain it now. Because there's some fidelity behind some of this shit. Did Errol look right? No. We all agreed on that. Now people are reminding me of the shit that I pointed out. Yo, he was down there in Dubai with Fury. Yeah. He did talk to Daniel Kennedy about a deal. Yeah. He was in Dubai, you know, calling out Errol. Yeah. Do it what you want with the information. I'm just saying I understand. I'm not saying he did. I'm saying I understand where it comes from. So he comes back with this Martin Lewis. You never trust a nigga with two first names. And he's attacking PBC fighters. Let me show you how stupid this nigga is. Who's from the PBC in this goddamn picture? Nobody. I ain't even bothered to put Al Heyman up here. You see, you stupid ass. Ew. Oh yeah, he's on a tear right now. Now he's all trolled up. You know, and he's showing that he's the homosexual that he is. This is what happens when you block children. They come back. Get my views up though. Get my views up. Jay Wayne, what up? There's a problem in the sport, and it goes beyond the fighters. That's my point. These fighters that are on some nonsense are allowed to exist because of the people, the suits and ties that they work with. The same suits and ties that tried to prevent Bud versus Errol. Now, I'm going to give you some food for thought. Since motherfuckers want to say, oh, it's a PBC thing or whatever. Didn't Bud sit up here and say that Al Heyman told him he ain't letting nobody touch this fight? Yes or no? Did he not say that? Put it in the chat. Didn't Bud say that Al Heyman said he's not letting anyone near this fight? Did he not say that? Yes or no? That's what Bud said, and I believe him. I believe him. Okay. Okay. There you go. JT Mo, yep. Edgar, yep. Hendog, yep. He said that. He absolutely said that. Now, sometime later, didn't Errol, after being quiet that whole time, didn't he put out a tweet and said, I feel like I'm being played? Did he not say that? Yes or no? He absolutely said that. And when I read that, I said, what is he talking about? He can't be talking about Bud. So what is he talking about? Magically, out of nowhere, the fight is signed for real. Yo, it came out of nowhere. I was like, oh shit. Blue hit me up and said, yo, book your flights, it's done. I said, huh? A day later, the fight got announced. I said, oh shit, it's done. Sometime later, I go to the presser. They stand each other down, but there was no animosity. Trash talk, but no animosity. They give the mic to Errol. He starts talking about sanctioning fees and where the money's going.
Whoa! What?
I said, oh shit. I have it on video. I said, wow. Before and after the fight, did you not hear Bud say, this shit don't happen if it wasn't for Errol? Did you not hear him say that? He said it several times. And then Errol comes to the ring looking high.
What? That's kind of pretty before it gets started, ain't it? Oh, Frog the Money Horton, he did ride Crambo. Frog the Money Horton, he did ride Crambo. Frog the Money Horton, he did ride a sword and a revolver by his side. Crambo. What?
Who do you trust? I know Errol had 3 belts. I know Errol had 3 belts. I know Bud had 1. And we don't know who the fuck did it. If anything was done. If anything was done. But do you get my point? I understand where the bullshit comes from because we can't trust anybody. Can you trust? Who do you trust? Okay. You trust Mauricio Silly Man? If you do, put it in the chat. Specific volume. Healer, what up? Strong Armstrong. Victor, what up? Do you trust the WBC? After what they did to Deontay? After they created franchise statuses to help Canelo avoid Jamal Charlo and help Lomachenko avoid Devin Haney? Do you trust the WBC? Do you trust the WBA after what they did to Mike Fox? After the commission over there in that state, I forgot what state it was in, but they allowed his opponent to get to the ring with skin gloves. You trust the WBA? When they had that bitch Gloria telling Michelle Obama that she looked like a monkey, and called for the death of the creator of Black Lives Matter. You trust the WBA? They suspended her and then they brought her back. Salute to my brother L-Dub, because he brought that to my attention. I said, oh shit, there she is. She was holding a belt, standing in between two black fighters, towering over her. Looked like those bucks were for sale, didn't they? David Scott, what up? Aaron Butler, what up? Huh? Do you trust the WBO? Whatever Bob orders, do you trust them? You trust them? Top Rank, didn't their officers get raided some time ago? You remember that? You trust them? Didn't he admit to corruption? Then sometime later, he's running around with Daniel Kinahan. Same thing with the WBC, Mauricio Silliman. Huh? You trust him? The IBF, you trust them? So who did it, if anything? Alexander Povetkin popped how many times and he was still allowed to fight? Hell, if he wasn't retired, he'd probably be fighting now. Dillian Whyte, this is number 4 for him. Refunds available. They know that nobody's gonna fucking back. This is what they planned on doing for the weekend. They still getting AJ. Right? Who do you trust? It's deeper than the fighters. These bigwigs are controlling everything. Puppets. And then we get online and go back and forth with each other. Why do I have other channels denying that this shit they're denying that this shit exists? Why? They're so busy trying to win an internet argument. They're trying to contradict everything that they hear. Because it makes good views for them, I guess. Making a video about me or whatever. I didn't know I was the athlete. I'm sorry. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't even talk about Tyson Fury, did I? Y'all already know. Boar meat. Him and his cousin Huggy pop dirty. Because we ate meat from an uncastrated boar. Sold to us by Martin Carefoot. Then some time later, he says, yo, man, they owed me like 8,000 pounds. They never paid me. I never sold them no boar meat. We don't even have boars on the goddamn continent. Wow. But that had nothing to do with him not being able to fly over here in America. Because he was rolling around with this criminal that's still on the run. $5 million bounty on his head. All of this is real, and because ESPN don't talk about it, you ignore it, and you think that none of this plays a part when these guys walk down that aisle and get into the fucking ring. Why do I feel this way? Yeah, I could tell you. Would you believe it though? Didn't AJ say when they asked him, what kind of advice would you give someone up and coming? That video I play, there's some comedic value behind it, but it's sad actually. I probably tell them don't get in the boxing. I probably tell them don't get in the boxing. I probably tell them don't get in the boxing. Did he not say that? What does that tell you? He's sick of this shit, but he's in it now. What else is he gonna do? I probably tell him don't get in the boxing. Did he not say that? Why would he say that? Because anybody that's happy with this sport would say, yeah, man, this is a great way to make a living. You can whoop someone's ass and not go to jail. And loses to Usyk a second time and says, I probably tell him don't get into boxing. You know why? Has nothing to do. I honestly think he enjoys fighting. I think he enjoys it. When he said that, the shit outside of the ring, he can't stand it because he has no control. And that's the fundamental difference between AJ and Deontay. Do you understand now? And I feel bad for AJ. I do. Because they didn't have to be this way. Had you had told Eddie Hearn 4 years ago, you'll make this goddamn fight. But he was afraid. They put the weight of the UK on his shoulders and told him that he was a worldwide star and you should freeze this black man out. Had him talking about, we'll freeze him out. Then asked for $50 million. The $50 million was in the email. The money was there, telling him to answer the email and talk it out. And then he said he's not selling his fucking soul, which gave us reasonable cause to believe that the money was real. He never wanted to fight Deontay. You know why? A loss meant so much to him at that time. And they fucked around and took it from you anyway. When you brought your ass here, Jarrell popped dirty. You get in the ring with Ruiz, and they popped you. You got your belt back, but it wasn't the same. Because then they got Andy in another way. They gave him Snickers and pizza all fucking day. And he took the bait because he has an eating disorder. I get it. Am I talking bad about Andy? No. But when you look like that, that tells you something. You have a disorder. That's fine. They took it from you. They let you know who's boss. They did it to Deontay and they did it to you. Because you, AJ, are not in the best interest of the sport. They want nothing more than the leader of the sport to look like Robert Helenius, to look like Tyson Fury, to look like Tommy Morrison. They love Alexander Usyk. They like the fact that he did that shit to you. But when they said, Usyk, you coming to Brooklyn? You know, you and Deontay for the 3 belts you took from AJ? We were looking for him. He wasn't there. I got an email. No, I got a text. I was like, what's he doing in California? And then when they threw the mic in his face, Radio Raccoon said, hey, what about, this is Radio Raccoon. Usyk, what about Deontay? No. Why not? Because. And smiled. Because he knows what fucking time it is. Now, why is he allowed to get away with that? There was no outcry, no uproar, nothing. No one said, we said something. But you had haters talking about what we said. Instead of address, no, don't talk about what we said. Talk about why he said no. And what did you met with? Oh, he don't need to fight Deontay. Why not? Why not? He ain't fighting Fury. That's clear. But why not? You see, you motherfuckers allow things like that to happen. You allow that to exist. And the powers that be, they love you for it. Frank Warren, the Hearns, Bob Arum, Mauricio Silliman, Al Heyman, everybody. They are allowed to breathe because those motherfuckers are pulling the strings and you just play into it instead of focusing on the problem at hand. Why the fuck is Tyson Fury fighting Francis Ngannou? And Mauricio Silliman swooped right in and said, yo, I'm going to sanction it. We're going to rank Ngannou. Meanwhile, you're not getting undisputed. Y'all forgot about that? Why is it that Canelo's allowed to move around the way he's moving? Get him Jamel Charlo. No, take his belt. Make sure he's not undisputed as soon as that bell rings. But Canelo could pop dirty and all kinds of weird shit. Bivol Beterbiev, one fight away from undisputed. They said they could fight, but the WBC said we're not putting up our belt because of that Russian conflict. As if Bivol is over there right now busting guns at the Ukraine. But I know I'm the problem for pointing all of this out. I'm pointing where the violation is. I'm not in the business. I'm not calling the shots. I'm calling bullshit. But I'm the problem. I know. Eric Jordan in that super chat, much love. He said, I only trust the mighty LDBC. Salute to you. And that's also the problem because you got too many. Clay King, what up? You got too many motherfuckers that see that. They're so worried about our views. Oh, why everyone coming over there to watch them? They listen to the general. They listen to Drew Titan and that BFTB guy. Oh my God, I can't go to Stormy B, man. He actually talks boxing and I can't match wits for him. Fuck those wankers, those goddamn fucking Yankee. Wait a minute, let me get on my cell phone. This is my response to Drew Titan. He just hates AJ. And he's on steroids. Move. And with my name in your title, you'll get about 900 views. You fucking loser. Tony, what up? Vince, what up? This sport is so messed up, and I'm trying to get you to realize that it is not all of the fighters. They move who they want to move. Deontay Wilder has put himself in such a position that he don't need this shit. And now that the Saudis have gotten involved, that's a problem for them. But what they gonna do? Fuck with the Saudis? I dare you. Ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work. And in closing, I'm gonna say this. AJ, you better win this weekend. And you better do it in dominant fashion. I don't care if it's 1 round, 2 rounds. I don't care if you make him quit in the corner, but you better win. Because if you don't, and if you make this harder than it needs to be, my God, you go ahead and fuck up this bag if you want to. Just remember, it's a domino effect. You got a lot on your shoulders. I hope you win for the sake of the bag. And this is no shade to Robert Helenius. He's a good dude. But I hope you win for the sake of the Wilder bag. And I hope you win for the sake of Derek James, because that's a whole other fucking conversation. Carver asks, do they do drug tests in the UK? I have no faith in nothing over there. I'm not even going to hold you, good brother. I have no faith in anything over there. It's all bullshit. It's messed up here. It's messed up over there. Derek Chisora was running around and told David Hay like a week ago that White was going to fail. He said that shit. Why would you tell David, man? How did I know about that? Radio Raccoon said it, and I was watching Stamina for Sale, and they said it. Tunde and Farah, they said it. They said, yo, Chisova called David Hay and said, yo, he was going to pop dirty, and I'll be damned. Man, this is messed up, man. Anyway, man, salute to y'all. This is I'm getting the fuck out of here, man. This is sickening. Sport is sickening. I'm way past my time, but who do you trust? It's entirely up to you. It's deeper than the fighters. It's the powers that be. I don't trust anyone. You want to make it a PBC thing? Fine. Make it a WBO, WBC, IBF, WBA, the NABO, the NBA on NBC, whatever it is. I don't trust anything. I stopped watching other sports, and boxing is on shaky legs. Pep talk is real relaxing for me. So salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda, Cash App, the Super Chat. Much love and appreciation to all of you. The general's on. I'm past my time. Let's head over there. Bronx on deck.
Move!
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.